afternoon, wherever you are, and welcome. This is Uongozi TV, the only place where we talk openly. We talk matters, religion matters, politics matters, economy. And today we are having our guest in the house, and we'll be talking in details concerning the politics of this country. Are we really heading anywhere? And wherever we are heading, are we really going to get something tangible to really recover the economy of this country? I will be your host. My name is Esther Omondi. Getting it to my co-host, Kathy. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Welcome. As we are going to our visitor, Askofu. Thank you very much. Welcome to the studio. Uongozi TV. You are very welcome.
Thank you. You can take time and greet your fans, tell us where you come from, and in March, what do you do?
Okay, thank you. Kenyans, as you have heard, I'm Daniel Onyama. Askofu is another name that I'm called. Yeah, I'm a politician, that is number one. Number two, I'm still a student. Then number three, I pursue that is certificate in science lab in Sigalagala here. Today, as you have been told, I'm just a visitor in Uongozi TV.
Thank you so much. Welcome, feel at home. First things first, we are having one country, but then we are not pretending about this. It is divided between the two parties that, of course, went to
The major parties.
the major parties, that is Azimio and
the
UDA.
party.
One state says they're not recognizing the government, and yet there is a government in power and it's running. Where are we going with that?
Okay, to my knowledge, yes, you have asked about the two states we are having in Kenya. That is our country. And during the election, that is last year, so many people voted for Azimio, as you have known, and most of you know that. So many people believe in the opposition leader more than those who believe in the president. So it is bringing so many divisions between the government and the opposition party. So what I know, we are going to have a very difficult way of ruling this countrymen and women, because what I know, Kenyans are not going to relent more on the government of the way they are being taken. Just as the way you are saying how things are moving. So Kenyans thinking on a way on how they can depend on Azimio to help them. So that's why you are saying there are so many divisions.
Is there a way that Azimio can help me?
I'm very sure there's a way, because number one, through demonstration, those are the peaceful demonstration, like the one we had last month, that the government was supposed to reduce the prices of the flour, the prices of the bread. The way you have seen, bread has gone high. Also, the prices of the sugar has gone high. So, as meal demonstration will really help the Kenyans to make sure that the government reduces the price. That is true.
So, back to you, Askofu. Thank you very much for that. On Twitter page, the Azimio TV has been able to give out a video where the Azimio party leader, that is Mr. Raila Odinga, was talking about the mandamano on Tuesday. What can you say about it?
Yeah, they're really planning a new mandamano. That is a demonstration, a peaceful one. Because on the way of how economy is going high, the life of people is really changing.
page, the Azmio TV has been able to give out a video where the Azmio party leader, that is Mr. Raila Odinga, was talking about the Mandamano on Tuesday. What can you say about that?
Yeah, they are really planning a new Mandamano. Of the how economy is going high, the life of people is really changing. And what I believe in, through this Mandamano on Tuesday, we are going to show the government that people are really passing through some difficulties. In this country, we have so many people who are under level. Their lives are not high the way others are. So through this demonstration, I'm very sure it will be there. So through this demonstration, the government will learn that people are passing through some difficulties.
Daniel, I just want to know your view concerning these demonstrations. It's not the first time we are seeing the demonstrations. And when demonstrations happen, people can't even go to work. And the people who survive from hand to mouth. So in case somebody goes for a demonstration, you didn't go to work, how does that even help the economy from the first place?
One thing that you must learn, this is, if you want something to be perfect, you must sacrifice something for it. That is what I know. So for you, if you want the economy of this country to go or to lower itself, we must sacrifice ourselves to go for this demonstration that I am very sure it will help the government to learn that people are passing through hard life. So it means that Mama Mboga, that Boda Boda that we are having, they were promised so many good things by the government, but until now, things are tough on their lives. So what I'm very sure of, if they will come and go for this demonstration, the government will learn that truly these people are passing through a hard life.
Just before I take you to Kate, just a quick question. What is your suggestion to the government? The government says that when they stepped in government, the government that left is the Uhuru Kenyatta or the handshake didn't leave anything in the account. And now coming to work with nothing in the account. What is your suggestion to them? How should they really cope up so that the normal Kenyan does not feel the burden?
My fellow Kenyans and listeners,
Just address the government.
let me address the government on this issue, because we cannot say that the government was left with nothing. Once during Madaraka Day, that was on the 12th, yeah, I'm very sure you saw there were so many government officials who came in the stadium with a car worth 50 million. So you always use the government money to buy for these government officials this car. Will you tell me that the government had nothing to purchase this car? Yeah, the government has so many. It means President Uhuru Kenyatta, before he left some money in the account. Let us not lie the Kenyans on this live. Let us not lie to them. Let us tell them the truth. Let us just tell them the truth. The government had money, but the way of the expenditure, the way we are spending this money, it is bringing our lives down as Kenyans. Automatically, government had money.
So you really mean that the government should reduce expenditure?
Exactly. Expenditure on the MPs, expenditure on the government officials, and expenditure on buying some things that are not beneficiary to the Kenyans.
Quite interesting. So what is your suggestion? That an MP should not use a vehicle?
They should use vehicles, but not expensive vehicles from the treasury of the government. No. We have some cars that are not expensive. My friends, there are some cars that are not expensive. They don't consume much oil, they don't consume much money. The government should think of the Kenyan, that Mama Mboga and that Boda Boda also there, less than thinking of this government officials. They are earning salary. Let them use their salary to buy for themselves nice cars.
That is an allowance provided in the constitution. Anyway, Kathy, if you have any question.
Okay, it's fine. Thank you very much. Concerning that, back to you, Askofu, concerning the demonstrations on Tuesday, the party leader of Azimio said that he wants the demonstration to be on Tuesday, that is. And the police declined to grant Azimio permission to stage the anti-government protest on Tuesday because they cite violence, deaths, and destruction of properties in the previous demos. So what can you say about that? Because I see that Martha Karua also said that the media has a responsibility to inform correctly. We do not know if we require these police around, or I don't know. But what can you say about that? Because concerning on how you've been talking, it's like you are part of the demonstrations?
Let me quote something that was spoken by this man called Kabando. He once said, the Kalenjin organization has come together to make sure that the life of Kenyans go down, forming a Kalenjinization organization. I'm very sure you heard something about that. Yeah. So, to express something on the same, I am not proposing that we have Mandamano, but this Mandamano, it has, let me say, it has some advantageous part to the Kenyans, that is number one. Then number two, it has some disadvantage also to the same government. So, telling me that I am proposing for Mandamano, automatically I may say I propose it fully 100%. Then automatically I may say I oppose it 100% fully, because it has some advantages and some disadvantages. But I am really proposing for this Mandamano to happen, because the lives of Kenyans is at stake.
Thank you so much. So this is still Uamuzi TV. You're having our guest Daniel. I should be known that your suggestions are your ideas and they're not part and parcel of Uamuzi TV.
Yeah, that is.
So there's a suggestion that the government proposed on the right to picket. We also understand that it is a right that has been provided in the Constitution. But at the same time, they're saying that your right should not hinder my right, right? So if you have a right to demonstrate, does not mean that I should not go to work. Because at the end of it, you must agree, not all Kenyans are demonstrating. There are some Kenyans who are also still okay with the government and the current prices of products. So if you are demonstrating, does not mean that I should not go to work. And there was a suggestion that maybe they have top.
To cut you,
Yeah.
at least, let me say something. Once I started, I said, we are in a government, or we are in a nation where we have different types of people. Level number one, those people have everything. They are not in need of demonstrating because they can provide anything for their kids, they can provide anything for themselves, they have cars, they have everything. But we have this a low-lying man at the street there. He or she has nothing to feed the kids. He always go to work from the hand to mouth. Those are the people we're really talking about.
But Daniel, just let me cut you short. I'm saying, if you're demonstrating, you should not hinder my right of going to work. So what I mean is, the government was suggesting that maybe you as Azimio, that now it looks like a part and parcel of it, you kind of have some jobs, and you demonstrate peacefully, you are allocated some position that you go on to do your things, and then later you come back. Does that have an effect?
It does not have any effect, but now we are doing this at the major point where we know we will get to whom we want this information to reach to. Number one, that's near the State House. We want this man, the president of this country, that is Sir William Ruto, to know that truly Kenyans are passing through a hard life. That's number one. We cannot hinder anybody who wants to go for his or her own work. Let them
But
go.
that has been happening. You've seen that in Kisumu, you've seen that in Nairobi.
Yeah,
People
sure,
don't go
that
to
is.
work.
Even Nairobi.
People don't go to work when the days of demonstration.
I know through demonstration, transportation is being hindered. That is number one. Through demonstration, markets are being closed. That is number two. Through demonstration, I'm very sure people's property get lost. But my advice to these guys who are going for demonstration on Tuesday is this. Number one, once you go for demonstration, let's make it peaceful. That is what Raila Amolo Odinga has been saying. That is people's president. That is, most people know that he's our people's president. I even second him. He's our people's president. Then number three, once you go for this demonstration, we always educate these guys. Let us make sure that it is peaceful. Let us make it not hinder somebody to do his or her own things.
Daniel, are you not feeling like the government is feeling this when you go for demonstration? Because when you go for demonstration, they're not taxes collected.
Let them feel the pain. I want them to. That is the main aim of this demonstration, for them to feel that truly. I even urge those all Kenyans out there who are watching and listening to this. Our life is at stake. I urge them, let's go for this demonstration.
Go. Let him
is a pillar, is a central pillar, right? And agriculture being a central pillar of Kenya, bottom-up economic agenda has been offering the tremendous returns to the economy. So I don't know how the little, or what can I say, the young farmers have been benefiting from that. Like right now, as we're talking, people have been planting the maize. I don't know if they have been benefiting from that or.
Yeah, from one point of view, with that question, I would like to remind you that even if the government has been, the life of people have been at stake through the economy, but the government had tried to provide for some dressing ammonia for the farmers. That one recently happened in Trans Nzoia. People are being given the ammonia. Other during plantation time, that was people are given it is called the CAN, I'm not sure, CAN, to plant their seeds with. So the government is really trying to make sure that agriculture in Kenya moves forward. Because from the mass way of life, more Kenyans are farmers, let me call them farmers, because we depend on that small piece of land that we have. But we have these large scale farmers who are really capable of providing for them everything, providing for themselves everything during farming, isn't it? Yeah, so the Kenyan government is really trying to invest more in agriculture. Because I'm very sure even heard whatever our president said during his campaign, that he urged Kenyans to plant avocado instead of planting this maize. But to tell the president one thing is, through agriculture, planting maize, beans, these short-term plants help Kenyans to feed themselves. So through agriculture, Kenya is growing. So my urge is that agriculture, Mr. President, wherever it is, he should help Kenyans to maintain the rate of growth of agriculture.
We're closing off just a quick one. Do you really think that the government is really helping the country by?
Sure, because what he has said actually the government wants people to plant the avocados, neither the maize.
Just to be precise about the fertilizers they're issuing out, do you really think it's helping farmers?
Yeah, that in one way or the other, we have these farmers are not capable of buying fertilizers. Yeah, so it's really helping. That I can concur with the government. It's really helping some farmers who are not capable.
Thank you so much for coming. Just a parting shot to your fans or to our viewers.
Yeah, say something in brief because of time.
The guys of Wamuzi TV, I'm really privileged, happy to be here. Yeah, number one, let us love our country and let us work hand in hand to make sure that our country grows. Then secondly, to my supporters from Trans Nzoia County, our Skofu is working hand in hand with the Azimio government to make sure that the serikali that we elected make sure that provides for us whatever we need. Thank you for giving me this chance to be here with you. God bless you so much.
Thank you too. So this has been Wamuzi TV. I've been your host. I'm Esther Shikati.
I've been your host. Guys, listeners, thank you for being with us on Wamuzi TV. That was our guest, and it has been a very good conversation with him. Thank you for be tuned on Wamuzi TV, and it will be of a great blessing. Thank you.